It's time to go beyond plus ultra.
What is Beyond Plus Ultra? I don't know.
My Hero Academia.
That I get, but I'm trying to understand what is past Plus Ultra.
Isn't that their catchphrase?
It is, but I want to know what that is. What's past it? I want to see.
Um,
Tell me what's past Plus Ultra. What is it double Plus Ultra?
I think it may be a breakfast cereal available at FYE.
Oh, so it's garbage.
Maybe?
Literally everything at FYE is just like the most food wise, I should say, is just the biggest load of trash, but in a fancy ass wrapper.
With massive overpricing.
Yes, because that wrapper is very fancy.
I think the Plus Ultra cereal may be around 10.99.
Oh my god, that is way too much. It is not worth that art. That art is not worth that.
For a single box of cereal in a collectible box.
What is that? Hold on, let me pull this up. I need to see what this looks like. Plus Ultra cereal. All right, what's this look like? I need my images. Show me. So it's just fucking Captain Crunch all berries.
Yes?
That's all it is. It's just Captain Crunch oops all berries. Except for maybe like a little bit more variety in color. Outside of that, that's exactly what it might just be tricks too. Who knows?
Well,
Crunch.
it is Ultra Berry Blast.
Why is it on eBay for $33?
Damn it, eBay.
Fuck that. It's not worth it.
There is a Plus Ultra Energy drink for $3.99.
No. It's probably just water with sugar in it. Yeah, I'm seeing the energy drink now. It's just, I guarantee, it's probably just Monster. It just tastes like everything else.
But we're getting sidetracked. But at least we're talking about My Hero Academia this time.
God. It's so terrible. The fucking Pickle Rick shit there is just a pickle and brine. That's it. That's it. Oh, it's so... I know there was one of those that was just straight up Lucky Charms. Like one of the cereals. Or it was like it was like Lucky Charms, but they took out everything except for the marshmallows. Like the actual cereal was gone. It was just marshmallows.
I know they had a Bob Ross marshmallow canvas.
Yeah.
Chocolate paints.
Yeah, I saw somebody actually try that, and they said it was the worst tasting marshmallow they've ever had.
I'm sorry, Bob Ross.
Oh yeah, that's what they said too. I'm like, they basically said, "I'm sorry, Bob Ross, that they dragged your name through the mud for this garbage."
My Hero.
My Bob Ross Academia.
He has a magic afro that he can pull anything out of, like Bobobo.
It just opens up like a Pokeball. He just has to like squeeze his nose and it pops open. And inside is just hammer space.
Oh.
And of course, there's going to be those times when he pulls out the wrong thing. He's like, wait a minute, that's not what I want.
This was a really interesting episode.
It definitely reveals a lot about the intro and the outro. For sure. Because it puts into perspective exactly why him and Mirio are in competition with each other, it seems. We probably could have guessed it at the first one, but we didn't have the key detail of, like, apparently Sir Night-Eye choosing Mirio or coming to the conclusion that Mirio should be the one to get it. To get all for one, or one for all.
And that Genta needs to prove himself.
Who?
Genta, the main protagonist? I'm pronouncing his name wrong, aren't I?
Yes.
Ganta?
You're thinking of Dead Man Wonderland. Izuku.
Damn it, they look so similar.
They do not!
Okay.
They do not look anything alike, sir. Do not insult Izuku like that.
I'm sorry, Uzuku.
He does not have that fucking whiny ass voice. Oh my god.
But appearance-wise?
No.
Okay.
Gonta has like baby hair that's next, like damn near connected to his body, like short, really close to his head, curly. His hair is like a wavy afro.
Why am I thinking it was Gonta?
I don't know. How do you mistake a kid who you absolutely hated the voice for, which you should have, for Izuku, who's fucking amazing?
Let's just rewind and I ever mentioned that.
Oh, I'm gonna be bringing that up at some point. You know I'm not letting that go.
Yeah.
I'll just put that in my back pocket for later.
I kind of like the fact that Uzuku was bouncing around, avoiding all the All Might merchandise.
Oh yeah, that was clever. Like that was a clever Ray and a reason for Night Eye to be like, oh my fucking god, are you serious? Like, I saw Izuku doing that, and my first thought was like, well, here's how you solve this problem, potentially. And it comes down to how Night Eye's quirk works, too. Because the way it's said, it sounds like his quirk's ability is he can understand... We were both wrong, essentially. I thought it was like super analysis abilities. You thought it was literally seeing into the future.
Yeah,
it seems to be he knows when a person makes a decision, he knows what that decision is.
Isn't that kind of precognition? You knowing what is going to happen?
No, you know what the person has decided to do is what you're getting.
Oh.
Like, the minute the person decides, I'm going to throw a punch, he knows now that they're going to throw a punch. It's basically like he is hearing their thoughts, essentially.
Oh.
That's what I'm getting out of it. Unless, you know, at some point down the road they clarify this differently. It sounds to me like he essentially has like a radio tuned into their brain.
But only for 1 hour.
Yeah. For what seems like a maximum of 1 hour, he knows exactly what they're going to do for that 1 hour, what decisions they make. So my thought was, if Izuku like stops actually, like, Night Eye is the worst opponent for him because he overthinks his situation constantly. He's always thinking it through. If he would ever just stop doing that and just react, kind of like how we saw with Dragon Ball Super and Goku's Ultra Instinct, or if he starts relying on instinct the way that Bakugo does, he might be able to just destroy Night Eye at that point. Because then he's not making conscious decisions. If you're not making a conscious decision, or like Jotaro, actually, right? Where, like, rather than thinking, I'm going to throw a punch with my left, he does it with his right instead. Like what he was doing with, or shit, like what he did with Darby, the fucking card game, where he didn't even look at his cards. Like that level of shit. That level of mind games. Yeah, Night Eye has some cool quirks going on. I am extremely curious to know just how far that could be pushed. We do learn about Mirio, though, and about how he was originally going to be the successor to All Might until he stumbled upon Deku.
Do you think there will be I don't want to say rivalry, because rivalry sounds a little bit too friendly. Do you think like there'll be some competition going on between them?
Well, my bigger question would be, is Mirio, for this to happen, I would have to think, is he aware that he was going to be All Might's successor? Because we have no idea about that at this point.
But when he finds out...
Would he find out, though? Why would they tell him?
Good point.
They've been keeping that under wraps real hard, and only people that were really close to All Might knew. Even knew that All for One was, or One for All was a power that could be passed down.
And Uzuku, does his name contain the number 9 at all in, like, pun format?
I have no idea.
because
Don't ask me about Japanese puns. I have no fucking clue.
because I know that All Might's predecessor had 7 in her name.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, each ni Yansan go Roko Nana. Yeah, I think her name was.
Her name was Nana. Yeah, Nana Shimura.
Oh, speaking about puns,
Oh, here we go again.
one of my favorite restaurants has a venison sandwich called the sloppy dough. It sounds delicious.
I'm trying to think, cause like, is it chopped up like ground beef?
I haven't been there in like 5, 6 months. I really want to get back so I can try it, but it's a pricier place, so I don't really want to get down there just for the sandwich.
I was trying to think of like what would it actually be. Because if it's called the sloppy dough, I would have to assume it's prepared similarly to a sloppy Joe, because otherwise the name pun doesn't really work.
Uh, Ground venison sloppy joe with
Okay,
pub style cheese, house pickles on a brioche roll.
okay, so the pun does work because it is an actual sloppy Joe style sandwich. Okay, all right, question answered.
Okay, pun resolved.
Why do I feel like that should be like you finish a puzzle in a game and that's like the big victory screen of pun resolved? Fucking stupid. Like the puzzle's just something that revolves around a pun somehow.
Oh, what was it in? Not, I don't want to say Wolfenstein because that's not a puzzle game. It's the one with Lucas Arts and like the pirates.
I have no idea. Treasure Planet?
Oh,
I don't know. I don't think that's LucasArts. I have no
yeah,
fucking idea.
but the clue was there was a monkey on top of water pump, and it was Monkey Ranch.
Okay. I mean, like, my thought was like a Zelda-ish kind of like puzzle.
Monkey Island.
I don't think I've ever heard of that one. My brain would have either jumped to Monkey Ball or to like Ape Escape. I don't think I've ever heard of Monkey Island.
Or My Hero Academia.
My Monkey Academia? They're all just different species of monkey and gorilla and apes. Bakugo is just a very angry baboon.
And in the teaser, at the end, like
I missed that. I didn't look at the end
okay,
teaser.
because we did see Plague Mask guy,
Okay.
and he was chasing somebody.
I wonder if it's the kid again that we keep seeing in this intro and outro.
It was a young girl.
It might very well be her then. Here's what I'm curious about. I'm curious about how. Obviously, I feel like at the very least, Night Eye is going to be challenging both Izuku and Mirio in ways that will demonstrate to Izuku that he's not supposed to be, like, he's not as good as Mirio is. Or at least that's his goal.
But the thing is, like, as Night Eye says, okay, find Plague Mask guy. Like, that's the mission that Sir Night Eye gave to them.
Mm-hmm.
And they may have skipped ahead a bit because it seemed like Uzuku was minding his own business, just walking down the city, and out of a side alley comes this girl being chased by Plague Mask guy, and it's like, oh, you better back off, kid. She's mine.
I mean, it could be just a day off for him or something.
So, I'm not too sure what's going to happen from there.
I am super curious about this girl and what she's got going on, because she seems like I said the last time, I'm feeling some Ilya vibes here with like a dead family and her being used for experimentation. I'm very curious why and what her I guess, pseudo quirk is at this point. If my theory is correct, her pseudo quirk is why she's so important. I'm assuming it has something to do with her. Here, I will say this. All right, I'm not going to do this here. I'm not going to like throw out the spoilers that have spoiled me, but I have been spoiled on some shit that happens thanks to like a fucking YouTube video that started earlier than it should have. And I heard some shit and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, now I know what the manga's talking about now.
Oh.
I don't even know when this is happening. This might be in like season 5. I don't know if it happens in season 4 or not. I have no clue where it happens. But I have included into like something that is similar to a One Piece style ability. That all people have. You know what? No, I'm not even going to say that part because that might even give it away. Fuck it. I won't even touch that part.
Wait. Just tell me this. Is it limb stretching? Okay.
I'm going to say no, however, it could apply to that.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been spoiled, and it's something that's very interesting on a couple of different levels because let me say it this way. We've already got this much into we already got this in season 2, but you remember those vestiges that Izuku saw when he was fighting mind control dude?
Like I said last week, season 3 is hazy for me.
It was 2.
Okay, that's even hazier then.
Oh, great.
Because we did the Lost episode about a year ago, and yeah, I'll really need to just go back and read episode synopsis of all of seasons 1 through 3 again to know exactly what's happening because I remember most of it, but a lot of things that I'm like, what was that again?
All right, so there was that fight with the guy that had like crazy ass hair and looked like he was very sleep deprived.
Was
Who
it
had
Hand Guy?
It was not Hand Guy.
Okay.
It was during the UA Sports Festival
Okay.
tournament arc. So yeah, when he was telling Izuku to like walk off the edge and he could get his body to stop and listen to him, his body just kept doing what he said.
Okay.
Yeah, he saw out in like the entrance hall to like get to the arena, like vestiges of like whatever was left behind from the previous users of All for One, right? I will say that the thing I heard about has something to do with that shit. And when I say vestiges, it's like little ghostly figures that look like the previous users. So yeah, I heard shit about that and a little bit more that involves other people or potential for other people.
Okay.
So for people that are keeping up with the manga, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. For those who are not and are just here for the anime, yeah, that's as much as I'm going to give you until then, until we run into it full force in the face.
So I guess that's all we can talk about for this episode?
There's really not much. A lot of it was just him going up and getting the stamp or trying to make sure Nade took him on. That was it. It was just the challenge of him jumping around, not hitting anything in the office with All Might's face on it.
Oh, I did like the fact. What is this a joke to you? Aren't long enough.
Oh, and the fact that he just like recovers it with like, and I don't even know if it's bullshit or not, of like a single face he had after getting vinegar in his eyes.
That's what I was trying to do. Oh.
Like I don't know if he pulled it out of his ass or not, or if that was legitimately the case, which is the best.
Oh yes, I remember that. That was before I was around.
And so before I was his sidekick. Of course I remember that. Oh my god. That's nice. I can't wait to see what I liked Bubble Girl, I'll be honest. I'm kind of sad that like she kind of gets shit on just because she couldn't tell a joke.
Oh. And she gets tickle tortured.
I'm very curious where it's... The man has a fetish, I'm telling you. I'm curious where this goes because I'd like to see more of Bubble Girl and see what she's like.
So come back next week plus Ultra?
Or is it beyond?
Beyond plus Ultra.
I guess we'll leave that with you guys. What is Beyond Plus Ultra? Tell us in the comments.
Alright, so later.
Goodbye.